Dr. Jonathan Asante-Otre, political analyst or some senior lecturer University of Cape Coast. And so any and come Doc, Otemenka, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my.
About your point to say. You what dome, yes, you are papa away. Now, a ready affair waboko. Now, you say, Anano, near see Parliament during the vetting committee. In Kunjabubu, Obubu microphones, no near DSS and Yama, vetting committee, I swear, Honomono. But to just say MPs are suspended, MPs 4. And Nutino, na, and ne Ukopimo Parliament out to say, I say, ye, and now one more sense, and a minority no, Ebo and so to the sense, almost the party for no be crabby remu, say, one more so mebo, na, woman to me, and yes, Omunyo, ye checkakra. Now, a year and I told you, say, the leadership of our parliament net to me share. Afenyo Markin accept say, Bibi a course to be ano, Omofasobono and Famono as a minority leader. And the speaker so ejina ni to be so as suspend, I left suspension no from the 4 members of parliament. What here? Because say, Omo wa council way, and I say, it's not a good call. Hello.
Hey, sorry. Am I watching Meton
Kapa?
Very good. Mammy chair with you for the Navy. Na me magana fonte and send me ase. Mumfundia or Fidi, so Fidi Cassie, so na magana fonte Nemadiasi. Huh? I can't be a nipper for Bible. Na we preachy. Was say there. No, I can't impress some their channel for. But check my joy online. Or say, Speaker lifts suspension of MPs following by partisan appeal. Anamibo?
Yeah, that is what Joy News.
Following what? By
Speaker lifts suspension of MPs following by partisan appeal.
Partisan appeal. So it is not. I want it to be put on record. Say, and yes, I get it now more Papa yes, no. I have said, if you watched me on TV3 last night, TV3 this morning, 96.7. I said, the militaristic approach of Mr. Afenyo Markin will not help the NPP in any way. You don't have the numbers. Do not assume that even when you were in power, you did not have majority. You only have a majority group, not a majority party. So bear in mind, this the only disadvantage is numerically, no, that suspend no conformance, and a majority time they are suspending the tobacco. What stops you from going to your colleague who is a majority leader? Say, Minia, I'm saying, I'm Ebeya and Camille speaker only a man who could therefore take that decision. So if you have to appeal to him, go ahead and do so. That for me is a mark of good leadership. Maturity at display. Emotional maturity at display. You see, what people for? They seem to miss or say Mr. Bosu's leadership. They seem to miss that. 96.7 FM. At this point in time, they should pinch themselves and wake up.
Honorable, my children know so now not brofono won't be.
Sometimes you are not feeling.
I know for at that station.
What you found, but words anymore. One kind of brofan they are heading. And you know, I was saying, yes, you be here, you must say. Who near Bemus is there? The numbers, the difference, and so see that only and this in terms as soon. They have more than 90-something MPs against yours. Over 90. So it is not about the yes, beer. Uko jina kenketera bo kuko bungu te se wono ye So they need be mad. Let the speaker see wisdom in the fact to say, Ebia, a conquer on records, file so and fata. Say, ABC. Because we must say, so continue the report in the bar. Unless it's Ebia, the speaker will have to find a way of dousing the tension and the pressure. Because when I was suspending on because we can say, suspension is a face-saving measure. I can't be a speaker and a faso. At the friend is saying, Parliament did a DSC the because no more and fata. Until the speaker take that decision now, they should really congratulate him and praise him for that particular decision. Because me, Katu is no better. Because Sartala, you know, Afenyo Markins, Eddie Lady, Omafan, and wow, more quiet.
But already so much
Omopa, they should contract global info analytics. No more carbon thing, ammonia calls to the NPP people who genuinely say they are NPP. Bisa say, if they like Afenyo Markins type of leadership, you will see the percentage that he will have.
Semo. But almost feel say they are not micro minority, but almost a mighty minority, and therefore they will not sit down for the NDC to also intimidate them.
It's not about intimidation. It's about the rules of Parliament, the use of the standing orders, the application of the standing orders, and the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. That is all. That is all. In whichever way or form. Sebane say omo tuaba say bill way there's no general consensus here tuaba you will lose miserably. The only thing about it is a press conference, no church and go forward. That's all. But you see, the style of the leader of the NDC now, Mr. Mahama, the style is in such a way say very difficult to say about making certain errors. Certain errors I wouldn't say a day NDC Dino ever go into dispute. Because you can see the type of leadership we provided. I don't know if it was on your platform that say Global Info Analytics should be contracted to do a polling to find out the approval rating of the president in terms of nominating and how the process has been so far. Not being so Okwako Oh yeah, I think 3rd February or 2nd February report in the by. I gave President Mahama 80%. The approval rating for the president is 84.
Why Kasa?
Because in UCC we know 88. So the 400 that's when there is inconsequential. But 68% of Ghanaians say Ghana is heading towards the right direction. So I was saying, yes. What the minority is doing now, no. Goodwill now Ghana for the ama or some kaka. So these things are very obvious when it comes to vetting. The vetting is not a place for fanfare. It is a place for the minority to prove to Ghanaians said, and Krofobu has sent me a moka party no. And send me a moka for Mampeni, and send me a moka for Vice President Baumia, who are not a leader of the party. So they want people to concede, to give concession speeches, to apologize, and to retract or withdraw. So those people, somewhere Sadiana, especially when it's not based on any fact, that's somewhere Sadiana. What that means, and they say, I'm meeting me for you, be I say, oh, someone will 6.7 committee. I'm saying someone kind, no, would rather some. So would rather some, the other said it was just merely a propaganda. And secondly, they want to whitewash the president. Find the former president, find a way of letting Ghanaians feel said, and then 3, they want to position themselves for the 2028 elections. In his press conference, he stated it. He said it in his press conference. What he has said. So there is nothing that you will have to lose guard on this particular process. Of course, this is politics. You don't expect the minority to go and ask questions that will favor the majority. No, that will not happen. Especially more majority, there will be some critical questions. The only time I'm going to be some question be important, and I say I know Shikaka is one is a leading question. A question that will allow the nominee to go on ranting, on rampage, to say all manner of things that will go against the previous government. That's it. Other than that, it's very difficult to say majority about take some posturing and questions to be about settle their own. So far, and yes, it is said that bad news sells faster than good news there. I think I would have said that the aim and objective of the chairman is being able to achieve that. And that is to let and ensure, say, President Mahama and the nominees have been able to get consensus approvals.
But yeah, sure, dear Massa and Tokwano by that fateful evening now to say, and Yaman Kutie, a year Afenyo Markin say, with what you say, Parliament is all about rules, and Nemo Muyo Maso, any idea anything I know, and Nemo Muyo. But Omo catch almost say, and nipa ebia and 9 and a beveto. Every mu and a 6 7. As I crack up Parliament for, and they said, say, Adiasa. And so, sadly, no courses are there, Santini Yano. A honor the Kofasa, Yabaya, Yanya, because the minority wanted to, the majority says, one more vetting, no? And then the minority also says, no, they are not against the vetting, but that time, no, Kofona, one more do back on. It was not part of the order of the day. Never was on me neck. So the question is, how do you know say a fat when free or say so? One and I kind of great edit chair. And per what I hear for the interview has granted so far, no. And so I say, and never knew not the minorities aware. Say umbe vetting go for say there. So so when I don't even know no kind of great and then they go find to carry in by.
The question now, woman say, how do you reconcile the majority and the minority's position when the nominee has a letter indicating that 96.7 the vetting at 11 o'clock on a day on that day? How any be a Afenyo Markins? I can say, oh, you have a partisan clerk and I don't think that is the case. How does a nominee, how do you refer to a nominee as having sneaked or having been sneaked? When in actual fact, Nipan Ekuta Krata at 11 o'clock and a nomination and a vetting period. See what happened in the case of the Tomanebo. Modin Kaman, he said, vetting 11 o'clock. Then you people go and do pre-vetting meeting or caucus meeting. And you suggest it be 9. Then you ask the clerk to communicate. She is not able to get to the person, and the person is waiting for 11 o'clock. And the person comes and look at the way you speak to
Big 96.7 FM. Why a casa?
You see, this is just a stage. And I think it's just a matter of time. In no time, it will get to a close. And then government could have the full complement of the ministers, deputy ministers, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, they will have to prove to Ghanaians the mandate that they have given them. So indeed, Ghanaians were right in giving them that particular mandate. Because global finance is there, but there. Then obviously Ghanaians feel that kind of refreshing atmosphere. So So as to who is telling the truth or who is telling a lie, I don't think it's for them to go and sit down, have a pre-vetting meeting, and you say, come and tell us that the Markin member has limitless time. I think that is very ridiculous to say the least. And to say, Nipano or 1,005 questions will sit down for him to have 1,005 questions. What kind of situation are we creating? So, maybe as to who is telling the truth or telling a falsity, I'm of the view, say, you cannot give a letter dated social and so, time 11 o'clock, and by 4, 5, 6, the person has not been vetted. When you know, say, courtesy and protocols, these people, they are people who have come behind to support them. I mean, nobody does that and it's unreasonable. I never saw any ranking member like Haruna having limitless questions when Mr. Joe Wise was the chairman of the appointment, the vetting committee.
96.7 FM.
I never saw anything like that. Unless maybe Haruna did not explore or exploit that opportunity.
Moving forward, no, Obemsa said near SC or Parliament because near for say near SC or the 8th Parliament, no, ade and Ken Sibium, and the 9th Parliament is so a BSc to the extent say, Mububun Kunyan almost says microphones I would wear all near there. As to the finality of it, no cry, you said them who baby about Kakusi, you see at the committee, Obekobe, that was now Kugu and Kobebia. Way a bit sensible.
Well, I understand the person speaker investigate parliamentary violence, and that at least should start from the 8th Parliament, from the 7th or 8th of January 2021. The military invasion of Parliament. I felt that the speaker should have started from there. It was an opportunity, a golden opportunity. I'll be taking advantage. Now we're setting up a commission of inquiry or a committee of inquiry to investigate things of that nature, including e-levy and other, violence in Parliament. That for me, that was supposed to be the direction. But when Sanya Wokan, committee Ghana for every day because a common day into the science of Parliament in the so that's why some of us, I was happy when the speaker punished Afenyo. I was very happy because to rely on the committee system, by the time you say Jack, we would have forgotten. By the time you say Jack, they would have brought whatever report and it will not see the light of day. And something else would have happened and that would take the attention of Ghanaians. So giving them that kind of sanction, for me, it was good. But here is the case, there has been that bipartisan approach to the speaker and his receiving this decision.
All right. Mami Fauci Nafi Minda was Papa.